about this evening is event preparation. Coming up after that, we'll be talking a little bit about just general things to remember when you're executing an event. We have another section that's referred to as wedding protocol, another section on music, and a final section that will kind of bring it all together, and that are different kinds of activities you can do at a wedding, corporate event, even at a birthday party. But again, today we're going to go over the event preparation. Just some things to remember before you even step out to execute your first and your 100th event. To start off with, it's a good idea to call your clients. The most important thing before you leave for an event is to make sure you have all of your music. You never want to leave the house without having that first dance along with the mother-son, father-daughter, all of that. If you don't have it, don't leave the house. It's a good idea to put the music into a playlist. If you're using MichDJ, playlists are good. I take that back. We use categories with MichDJ. If you're using DJ or Serato, one of those, you can use iTunes to put some playlists together. I find it's a great idea to put all of your special dances, the song that you're going to use for the grand entrance, any kind of special dedication songs. Put all that stuff into the playlist ahead of time. Two reasons why that's important. Number one, it gives you a chance to verify you have the right music. Number two, it gives you a chance to have that music in a central location, so when you're executing your event, it's right at your fingertips. Make sure you're really nice to the hall staff. Number one, they'll be feeding you, or not. Also, over the course of the evening, they will make your life either really easy or really difficult. You're going to be needing them to turn the lights down at times. You may need them to get a soda or something. And they're also a great source of referrals for future business. So again, be real nice to that hall staff. Another thing in terms of event preparation, make sure when you do get to the location, set up your gear as close to the dance floor as possible. You don't want to be set up in a corner where there's people in between you and the dance floor. Those people are going to be listening to your music all night long. They might have a speaker right in their ear. And it makes it hard to interact with your crowd. So if you can set your gear up right next to the dance floor, you're going to be able to interact with the crowd, get out there, have a good time. It just makes things a lot easier. If there's no table set up, another important factor when it comes to DJ setup is making sure you set up what we refer to as basic audio setup first. Don't even touch a light. Don't touch your mics. Any of that extra stuff, worry about stuffing wires away, any of that. Set up your basic audio. And what I mean by basic audio, amplifiers, a computer, if that's your sound source, your speakers, your cabling, and power. Get that basic audio set up, rolling. That way, if you're missing a chord, you're missing a speaker, or you have some sort of technical issue where the music's not working, then you have time because you haven't wasted another 20-30 minutes. As soon as you get that basic audio set up and ready to go, plug in your mics. Make sure your microphones are working. Make sure you have microphones. It's one of the first things you want to do. Again, it's a necessity. It's something that you're going to use right at the start of the event. Typically those toast blessings, all that kind of goes on right at the beginning of the evening. So having those microphones running, set to go right at the start of the event is super important. One of the most important things when it comes to setting up your gear is making sure you take really good care of your cables. As you're pulling your cables out of the boxes, making sure they're not caught and you can knock off an end, put a kink into the cable. Typically when an amplifier blows or a speaker blows, details. I also find it's a good idea at that point to ask the hall staff the names of the bartenders. Bartenders love to be announced over the course of the evening. Find out the names of the bartenders. At some point in the evening, you can make some sort of shout out to the bartenders. Let's hear it for our bartenders, so and so and so and so. Make sure you're taking good care of them. They're taking good care of us. They love that. So get their name, call them by name, and that always goes over. Come on, take a ride. There's a party over there that ain't no job. Let's cover our first section for the first portion of the
9 to 5 and just sail on. That's what you do, just sail on. Now the dude's so funky, hey, what do you think? What is it called? It's called